Y'all
Who?
getting a
Who?
flagrant foul, and I'm not the one doing it. It'll be Cole Johnson. So
Oh, who made
go
that? I
ahead,
love
Cole.
that. All right, now here we go. Now, you all that claim that you love basketball, you said that this was supposed to be your time, right? This was supposed to be your shining moment, and you said the Sunday before the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm rewinding it back to February the 2nd. You said that, oh my gosh, the NBA dominated over the NFL, and this is their Super Bowl week. And I'm like, fools, please. It only got 2 days of domination because you had Luka Doncic being traded to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Edwards and other pieces.
Anthony Davis.
It simply was the following. You had a team in the Mavericks who no longer has the majority ownership of Mark Cuban. So they now aren't going to spare no expense. They're going to be cheap. They're going to be cheap as a Persian rug. And they looked at the books. They saw Doncic was going to be owed almost $350 million. And they said, get this Serbian off our team. Let's trade him now. Get him gone. Never mind the fact that he was the main reason why they got to the NBA Finals last year and got to and got to the conference finals a couple of years ago. No, no, let not the facts get in the way of a good story. No, no. Let's get rid of one ball dominant guy since we already have another one in Kyrie Irving, and we'll put a big man in his place in Mr. Glass. I mean Anthony Davis. And then what does he do? His very first game as a Mav, get gone because of an injury. Now, now, NBA fan, this is what you say stole the coverage from the NFL during Super Bowl week? I don't think so. The play on the court has been abysmal. ABYSSMAL, abysmal. I mean, bad. To the point where we harken back to the days of the 90s where offense was at a premium. And that actually was better action than today, where defenses take a vacation on the court. And you all have been playing since mid October. Mid October, then you board us through that crappy in season tournament in November and early December. And then you basically slept walk your way through the Christmas schedule and got dominated by the NFL on that day. And then you just cruise your way to now. And the most exciting part of your year has been a trade that you did not see coming. Not the All-Star weekend, which that's supposed to have been the 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 unofficial announcement that the NBA will take over the sports schedule from now until early to mid June. I don't think so. Now, we probably will get more interested and involved in when the playoffs come because actually that's when the teams and the players actually give a crap. Because right now in this 82 game schedule, they don't. And they're going to show that they don't. And that is where I am troubled by the whole game in general. Oh, and speaking of the game in general, I'm coming to you on Mr. LeBron James. Now, they follow after your lead. I mean, you're 40 years and what? Almost 2 months of age. You are the stalwart guy. You are the brand. You are the main brand of the NBA. Bar none, no questions asked. I'm not saying you're the face of the league, but you're the biggest brand in the league. Yes, I would even say bigger than the Celtics, bigger than the Lakers, bigger than the Knicks. And right now bigger than the team that actually is worth the most, which is actually the Warriors. Yes, you're the biggest brand in the NBA. Now, here you are and you decide on the day of that your foot hurts, that you travel 430 miles north, and you're like, oh, my foot, old man and all, the foot, oh, it hurts. Negro, please. You knew your foot hurt before you took this All-Star break. You could have said to Silver, Adam Silver, I'm sorry, the commissioner of the league. You could have said to Silver, then, look, I appreciate it. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this time and get and take off. Why don't you find somebody else who actually would want to play? I can't play. No, no. He hogs the spot, and he is in street clothes. This is your king, Bronxexuals. This is your king. And now you have a problem on your hands. This is your king, and your king needs to be retired right now. But he's not going to go anywhere because he now has the pick of the litter for what he could do in the NBA, and no guy is really taking the reins from him. Yes, I could say SGA or Shea Gilgeous Alexander is doing his thing, and he is with Oklahoma City. Nikola Jokic is, of course, one of the best players in the game, one of the most skilled players in the game, and Jamal Murray is okay along with him. Giannis is fine, but not all that great in my opinion. Damian Lillard, well, he's hot and cold. Anthony Edwards, who probably is the guy young enough and skilled enough to be the guy who could take the reins from LeBron James being the guy, doesn't want it. And then John Morant, who probably does want it, he won't get it for a while because, well, his brand is a little too dangerous, for Madison Avenue to touch. You see, Silver, you have a problem. You have a game that is not marketable with a product on the court that is horrendous and is getting lapped. Your own sport is getting lapped by college basketball, both men's and women's, and the WNBA. It's getting lapped by them because you all are content on having 8-second possessions, chunking up crappy shots, and I mean crappy shots from 25 feet and further back. If not, you want to show off that you got handles because you want to break people's ankles so bad and try to penetrate to the basket. One of those two things, and you don't care about defense. Pitiful. And that is what we have to look forward to for the next 3.5 months. Meanwhile, people are saying, well, now we got Luka Doncic. Oh, yeah, the Lakers are title contenders. The man is 40. He old. There's nothing about him that screams championship. That move with Doncic, that was a future move, not a present one. And so before you all continue to, because I've already seen the memes and the AI pictures of you're hoisting a trophy in the Lakers jerseys mid-June. Before you continue with this pipe dream, let me remind you, you have a product that needs saving. The whole product needs saving. The All-Star game is just a microcosm of it. And that's why I love how the All-Star game is laid out right now, because the All-Star game shows how lacking the whole product is. Shows it in broad, bright strokes. Because you got players that okay, well, I'll do the 3-point shooting competition. We'll let the pups take over the slam dunk competition. And then the skills competition. Draymond Green, who is unfortunate, he leads the team, the Warriors. I mean, he leads the Warriors in assists. but he's as heavy-handed in throwing passes as he is big in his mouth and talking ill to referees and those he can belittle. The biggest the biggest smile that was put on my face, other than Matt McClung winning his third straight slam dunk competition, was seeing how Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul was trying to gank the system. I loved the fact that they were like, we ain't shooting no threes. We're just going to toss the ball in the air. That was the most entertaining portion of the weekend because that monstrosity of Sunday, I don't know what you call it, but I understand it. I've actually said it. So I'm at fault. I've actually said that inside the NBA is a whole lot more entertaining than the product on the field and on the court. And guess what we saw? What, 32 minutes of basketball action and twice as much of the inside the NBA crew? So, yeah, you're right. There you go. I'm at fault. I'm sorry. No, I ain't sorry for that. That is the truth. The inside the NBA crew is a whole lot more entertaining than the product on the court. It is atrocious. It is bad. It is horrible. And the All-Star game is the perfect portrait for where the game is going. Down the toilet. And I mean not just flush by itself. I mean with dung in it. And I mean the dung that is swirled around with a whole lot of feces in it, with a whole ton of urine stacked on top of it, and a whole lot of toilet paper, that was used by wiping the behind about 9 and 10 times. That is how bad the National Basketball Association is. And you know why? Because the most oft done topic of conversation is not who is the best scorer in the game. It's not who is the best assist person in the game. It's not who is leading the league in wins. It's not who is the team rising up or the team that is receding. It is not any of that. It is LeBron is the GOAT. We done with the 90s. Jordan is the GOAT. Screw Bron sexuals. That is the biggest topic of conversation with NBA fan, and that should tell you something. It should tell you that your product is putrid, and you need to stop it because I'm getting sick of every day looking at comparisons between a guy who retired 20 years ago and a guy who should have retired about 2 years ago, but still wants to hold on to former glory because we got you all that want to simply get on your knees, grab the member, and stroke it until joy juice just pops all over out of them. It is time to wake up, NBA. Your product is trash. And just look at the NBA All-Star Game weekend as proof. Whew. I feel for us the rest of this year. Goodness.